What's up, y'all? In this video I want to talk about Freetress water wave. If you've been thinking about using Freetress water wave for either a crochet braid install or to make a wig, you should. You really should. It's so pretty. In this video I'm going to show you the different looks you can create. I'm going to tell you why I recommend a crochet wig over a crochet braid install. I'm going to tell you all of the supplies you need to take care of your wig. Girl, I'm going to tell you all of the things. Freetress water wave, to me, if you're into the whole hair typing, it gives 3A, 3B kinky curly. So if you want some kinky curly bundles, it will not last as long as bundles because it is synthetic hair, but it's pretty. I love it. It is one of my go-to hairs. It comes in a variety of colors, just about every single color that you can find in most crochet braid hair, you can find in this one. It comes in 12, 14 inches. It skips 16, 18, and jumps to 20 inches, 22 inches. And I have seen 40 inches, which is crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, and of course you can mix and match. I have purchased like 3 packs of like a number 4, and then I'll get a T for 30. Like, you can have fun and create whatever look you want with different colors. And you can also mix curl patterns as well. I've seen people do that. You can find the hair online. I've seen it on Amazon, but I prefer to get the hair from my local beauty supply store. If you do decide to purchase your hair from Amazon, just make sure it is actually Freetress hair. Sometimes these companies, well, a lot of times, most times, nearly every time, well, I won't say every time, but a lot of companies will take pictures from content creators, hairstylists, pictures and videos, and they will use them and lead you to believe that what you're getting is going to look like what that person have in their hair. And sometimes it's their natural hair. So just be careful if you purchase your hair online. That's with crochet hair, bundles, wigs. Just be very careful. But I always get mine from my local beauty supply store. I believe there are some websites that people order their hair from. I will link the ones that I've heard of below. I've never done it, but just go in there and look around and look for reviews on those places. I think Sam's Beauty is one of them. I'll link them below. So you can create any look you want with this hair. Any look you want. Now, you can install this like a traditional crochet braid install. I used to do that before I started making crochet wigs. I prefer crochet wigs over crochet braid installs. It will last longer if you make a wig with it. You can take it off at night, take it off when you work out, shower, go to bed. It will last you longer. I recommend making a wig with it. Yeah, and you can save some money. Man, I'm telling you, a crochet wig will come in handy, like if your braider is one that likes to cancel from time to time, or your hairstylist. And I heard that's a thing these days, girl. So make yourself a crochet wig, keep her in your hair stash. Don't do what I do and leave your wig hanging on a doorknob. My headband wig that I made with Freetress water wave is on a doorknob. I may or I may not include a picture of that. Do as I say, not as I do. The hair is easy to work with. I find lengths that are shorter, you don't have issues when you want to pull apart the individual strands in the pack. So if you are like your girl and like to split the hair, when you work with 12 and 14 inches, it's easy breezy, no problem. The longer the hair, you may have some issues pulling the hair apart. I can get away with using 4 packs, but I do separate the hair quite a bit. If you do not like to separate the hair, you will need at least 5 to 6 packs, maybe more, depending on how far you space the hair out. The more you separate each individual strand, the bigger the hair will get, and the more you'll have less definition, so you could have more frizz. The hair does not unravel while working with it. I know sometimes when I'm working with well, every time I work with Kima braid ocean wave, the hair unravels no matter what. Well, I have to use small pieces. If I split the hair and use small pieces, it won't. But you don't want to do that every single time. But this hair does not unravel. You can get away with looping it only twice. So loop, loop, you good. You don't have to loop it 3, 4, 60 million times. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. If you decide to make a wig with this hair, you can create any look, any type of wig you want. V-part, U-part wigs, which are basically the same. Since the crochet wig caps are very flexible, you can create whatever shape you want. But you can create V-part wigs, lace part crochet wigs. The lace part crochet wig cap that was available by Freetress is no longer, well, I can't find it. I believe it's been discontinued. I do have a tutorial in my course where I show you how to make your own, but it's pretty easy. You just get a piece of lace that you can purchase on Amazon. You put it underneath the cap and you just cut the top of the cap, sew everything together, and you have your part. You just want to be careful not to make the part too narrow or too wide. You can make a full cap with bangs, full cap with a part. And when I say part, I'm going to put a picture up. It's just basically you just move the hair however you want. You don't have an actual part. You won't see scalp. Full cap with a part and full cap with bangs. Those are great if you have thin hair, if you're thinning, if you have alopecia, bald spots. I recommend those instead of like a V-part or a U-part wig. With the V-part wigs, you'll have to attach combs. I prefer combs. You'll have to attach combs to the wig at the opening and then stick those combs underneath your cornrows. So if you are thinning or have bald spots, I don't recommend doing that. So I would go with a full cap wig or a full cap wig with the bang. I love a full cap wig with the bang. I think that's my signature look. Did I mention all of them? Yeah, headband wigs, my new favorite thing. Obsessed. Again, mine is currently hanging on my doorknob. Let's move on. This hair is easy to care for. All you need is some Hawaiian Silky. That is my favorite product. I highly recommend Hawaiian Silky, but use whatever you love to use on your crochet hair. If you have scissors that you use to cut your natural hair, so if you do your own trims, if you dust your ends, I wouldn't use those. I would just get some scissors, and it can be any kind. It don't even have to be anything special. You can use your house scissors. Don't use your kitchen scissors though. Don't use those. You can even borrow your child, your niece, your nephews, your grandbaby scissors from their little crayon box. Just make sure you put them back once you're done. But the scissors don't have to be. Let me show you what I have. Yeah, sometimes I just use these, child. Any scissors will do because it's synthetic hair, and I feel like over time that hair will kind of dull out your good scissors, so don't do that. You'll need something to put your wig on when you're not wearing it. So if you're wearing it every day, like if that's your wig for the week, I recommend putting it on like a little stand. I found some, ooh, hold on, let me show you. So I found these on Amazon. You get a pack of 3, and this is my current wig. Hold on, girl. You can kind of see this is my kinky curly. It's a human hair wig. Y'all could have told me about these. I have a client and she has a lot of wigs, and I thought I was putting her on to these, and she was like, yeah girl, I use those when I travel. You could have told me. You could have told me about these. But these are so good. And this is the shorter one. They have them long too. This is a 14.2, and I'll link these below. At least hang it on a hook or a doorknob like I do, but you know, put it somewhere so that it doesn't get frizzy. You won't get lint balls all on it because again, this is synthetic hair. If you want to learn how to make a full cap wig with the wefts, I will link those tutorials below. But this is my girl. Ooh, and she smells good. I also recommend getting something to put your wig in when you're done wearing her. So after you've enjoyed her for a week or two and you want to put her away, you'll need some kind of bag or a pouch. Even a Ziploc bag will work. And if you don't want to buy a Ziploc, the Great Value brand bag will be just fine. I have done that. I do have these cute bags that I purchased from Amazon, or just search wig bag on Amazon and a lot will come up. Just put your wig, store your wig away properly. That way when you want to wear her again, she's good to go. Quickly, I want to show you how to get rid of these tangles, the frizz, the knots that you may get, that you will get eventually with all crochet hair. And so before I touch the hair, I like to put some of the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1. I like to put that on my hands. And here are my scissors. Again, use whatever you have on hand. And I just put some of the product on my hands.
I work it through the hair, and when I come across some tangles, some frizz, I just take my scissors and I cut it out. And I am not a fan of the frizz, which is why I prefer the crochet wigs. I don't have to do this as often as I did when I had it installed. And to be honest with you, I have never shampooed a crochet wig. When it gets old and ragged, I just throw it away and make another one. To be honest with you, I've never washed a crochet wig. And I would do this before you store your wig away for a while. That way, when you're ready to wear her, she is ready to go.
So yeah, I really love this hair. I highly recommend it if you want some curly bundles, but you don't have the funds, you don't want to spend the money on them. This hair is a great option. This is my go-to Freetress hair. I love Freetress, but Water Wave is everything. I love it so much. It's definitely my top three. I'll say it's Freetress, Water Wave, then beach curl. And ringlet wand curl is cool, but it's too short for me. But it's great if you want a short curly look and you don't want to have to get like a 12-inch and then do all of that cutting. If you want to learn how to make your own crochet wig step by step, if you are a beginner, I will link my course below. Let me know if you have any questions. And that's everything. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one.